This rejection doesn't ring true.
Shaquille Batty says he can't make sense of WestJet's letter denying him compensation for his 3-hour flight delay in June. Under federal rules, airlines only have to pay compensation up to $1,000 if the flight disruption is within the airline's control. In an email, WestJet told Batty the delay was outside of its control, but didn't say why. The airline also said the delay happened after departure.
The delay was pre-departure, and I have all the evidence to show it was pre-departure. So I don't understand what they're trying to tell me.
I definitely don't feel that they're following the rules.
Leslie Lowe asked for compensation after her flight last month was delayed by a full day. Air Canada rejected her claim without providing any explanation.
I think they don't have a valid reason. And I think that if they were to really be honest and transparent as to what happened, that they know that they'd be liable and they'd have to compensate the passengers on the flight.
The Canadian Transportation Agency says airlines must provide a comprehensive explanation when denying compensation.
If they don't, that could either be the subject of its own complaint or potentially enforcement action.
The CTA has yet to issue any fines involving compensation claims. Some consumer advocates say it's time for the transport regulator to get tough with non-compliant airlines.
I think the airlines are aware that they're not really being held accountable and they can get away with it. You have to have enforcement, and you also have to have significant fines and penalties to make the airlines act.
The CTA says unhappy passengers can file a complaint and that tough penalties for non-compliant airlines may be coming.
We are indeed looking at all the enforcement options.
So, Sophia, this is really interesting. I mean, obviously the passengers and the airlines will interpret things differently, but what are the airlines doing when passengers are saying, hey, we're being treated unfairly?
Well, both Air Canada and WestJet declined to comment on individual cases, but both airlines said they abide by the air passenger regulations. And Air Canada said that these rules are complex and open to interpretation, and that any, disagreements can be dealt with through the CTA complaints process. But the big problem here is that due to the travel chaos this summer, the CTA has been inundated with complaints. In fact, it has a backlog of more than 18,000 of them. So any passenger filing a complaint is going to have a wait ahead of them.
In for a long haul. Sophia, we know you're on it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.